It's Wednesday night. It's time for Super Geeked Up. All right. Good. Stop. Good. Excellent. All right. Welcome to the show, everybody. We have a little bit of a new format today. We're going to kick things off with a new segment. It's called Geek Tweet of the Week. We sent out a question earlier in the week. I just sent it again. We're going to get your guys' answers, and as well as our panelists here. Who is your favorite Batman villain, Tanya?
Catwoman makes out with Batman, and she's got killer heels.
Excellent.
Nice.
And Tanya secretly wants to make out with Batman. That's why it's your choice.
Yes.
It's not a secret at all, actually. It's very well known.
No.
No, I've said that.
Brilliant.
How about you, Nicole?
Miley Poison Ivy. She's really beautiful, kick-ass. She likes plants. She makes out with Batman. So.
Makes out
So
with
basically,
Batman.
every answer is going to be makes out with Batman.
Yes. The Joker makes out with Batman. That's great.
Penguin makes out with Batman.
There's probably some crazy deviant art of that happening, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
Ramsey, what's Rule 35? Or what is that?
Rule 34. If it exists, there's porn for it on the internet.
Oh, all right. I gotta break that rule down. That's an excellent.
That's a
Very
great rule.
true. Very, very true. So let's, and by the way, folks, if you're watching, please tweet in your favorite Batman villains to @SuperGeekedUp. Use the hashtag SGU. Ramsey, what is your choice? Who's your favorite Batman villain?
My favorite is Clock King, because I always found him very sympathetic. And
I've never heard anybody say Clock King is their favorite Batman villain.
he just wants to be on time. I'm not even really joking. I just feel really bad for him. And he gets to make out with Batman in the fan fiction I wrote.
Wait. Did you actually write a fan fiction about Clock King?
I have not written a Clock King.
Oh, I'm so disappointed now. I wanted to go read it.
He becomes Clock Emperor, and it's.
Wait, is that Slash then?
Yeah, it would be if he makes out with Batman. Yeah.
Batman, there has to be a whole website to Clock King Batman Slash, right?
I'm trying to think of what that would be called, but yeah, there most certainly is.
All right. And
We have a couple of votes for Joker coming in from Lindsay Rennick and Marsha McHale. They're both saying Joker because it's the perfect mix of madness and awesome. And Amy Hoff is saying her favorite Batman villain is Batman.
That's
Ooh,
interesting.
I was going to say that too.
It's very deep.
It's like a lot, yes. Deep thinking, Amy.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people are saying the Joker over the obvious choice of Clock King, though. It's really ridiculous.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Let's get it together, guys. Out there, right?
Andrew, that was your answer, though? You were going to say Batman?
No, so this is my real answer. Bruno Heller.
I'm the only one who got that.
That's the showrunner for Gotham.
So I take it you are not a fan of Gotham?
I'm not a fan. I like it. It's just it is they're trying to do too many things. They're trying to do too many things.
Yeah. So I've been watching it since I saw it at Comic-Con actually when they did the pilot early, and I've been watching it since. Here's the thing. I'm with you that it's a little rough, but it is, I think, getting better. I think the last couple they've been getting better for sure.
Definitely.
So,
Yeah.
I'll give them the time, to get.
Definitely last week's episode was amazing.
Yes, it was. That was probably their best one so far. I agree with that.
Do you want a real answer? I say Talia Al Ghul.
Yeah.
Because didn't she kill his son? Their son?
Did she?
Is that in the reboot? I don't really read enough DC or Batman, but I was reading it because Grant Morrison was writing it. And she kills him, right?
Twitter, help us out. Let us know what
Damien,
happens.
Right? She murders Damien.
She does make out with Batman.
Yeah.
Well, that
And she makes out with Batman!
Yeah, that is the rule of a great Batman villain makes out with Batman.
She more than makes out. They totally hook up.
Yeah. They have a kid. Yeah. That actually kind of leads me to my answer. My answer was her father, Ra's al Ghul. That's my favorite Batman villain. Who was just like a mastermind. But he also has like this kind of code of honor, and he respects Batman, and he wants, weirdly, him to mack it with his daughter. And also, Talia, you know why I like Talia? Number one, she's very beautiful, but also, she's the only one we know of confirmation that Batman has stuck his penis inside of her. I don't know of any other woman he's actually done that. Because they've had a son.
True.
True.
My fiance is walking through the background.
Okay, thank you for that news update.
Just letting everyone know.
Thanks. That actually ties in excellently, Jeff, with some of our answers from earlier in the week. Mr. Marks, he's saying most fun is Harley Quinn. Oh, there she is. Most underused is Bane. Best anti-hero is Deadshot and Bane. And overall, Ra's al Ghul, if I said that correctly. Sorry.
You did.
And the second one from @Geek_Happenings is his favorite is Hush, great bad guy who knows who Batman is.
That's my favorite Batman story along with Year One. So that's a great choice.
Who wrote Hush?
Jeff Loeb.
Really?
With art by the amazing Jim Lee.
Really? Jeff Loeb wrote something good?
Oh, dude! Jeff Loeb is one of the best comic book writers out there. Get off this show.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll continue with Ramsey. And talk more about the Clock King.
So the Clock King, here's the thing about him. He likes time. Not his fault he's a villain. You didn't actually want me to talk about Clock King.
No, we don't. We really don't.
So more tweets came in. Amy Hoff says, Batman needs to make out with Batman now. Sure, why
Right.
not?
It's very meta.
And Underground Badger says the Riddler. Hey, you know what? That's who I like on Gotham, actually. I like how they're doing Edward Nygma on Gotham.
Robin Lord Taylor is amazing on that Penguin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, yeah, Penguin is amazing, I agree. But I was also saying the Riddler I like a lot.
Kind of the slower build with him.
Yeah. It's cool. All right. So there you go.
Awesome. Well, those are awesome. Batman having sex. Talk. Randomly.
Is that going on Twitter?
Well, it's kind of already on there. They started it.
Yeah.
To be honest. But why don't we move on to our geeky question of the week, which is, what real-life celebrity and fictional character would make the zaniest podcast co-hosts?
Ooh.
And you're not allowed to say anyone who's currently on this show.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Nicole.
Well, both of my are fictional characters, but actually, okay. I would say Jack Sparrow, but we could also do Johnny Depp, so it could be both. And then the other one would be the Mad Hatter. They would be crazy.
Wait a second, wouldn't that just all be Johnny Depp?
Did he play the Mad Hatter?
Yeah,
Did
he
he
did
do
it. That terrible,
Yeah.
the terrible 3D version that they did 5 years ago.
I must have missed that one. I guess just Johnny Depp then, and have him play all of his characters, all the characters. Yeah, just everything. Edward Scissorhands.
Inside the Actors Studio with Johnny Depp interviewing one of his characters every week.
Yeah, exactly. That would be so cool.
Listen to that.
Edward Scissorhands, what is your favorite swear word?
Fiddlesticks!
We have.
What about you, Rick?
We have answers to our question from before. Underground Badger says, technically Damian, the son of Batman and Talia, was killed by a clone of himself created by Talia.
Ah.
There you go. Thank you, Underground Badger.
Thank you for...
Thank you.
Timekeeper Show also tweets in that the Clock King and I would get along on the time thing.
And Count Stopwatch.
And Calendar Man, if we're using other Batman villains.
Is that a real one?
That is a real one.
No, that's a real one.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Come on. Does it sound good to you?
I'm just wondering, what does he do? He's like, it's that time of the year again. I'm not really sure.
And that's exactly how he says it.
Don't forget to set your clocks back.
Right, he commits crimes only on daylight savings time when it resets the clocks.
It doesn't count during that hour.
What?
Oh wait, what's this guy
Right.
again? Clockmaster? What's your guy, Ramsey?
Clock King.
Clock King. What happens to him during daylight savings time?
Oh. That's a tough
I've got a
question.
new story to pitch to DC. This is going to be great.
Hilarious. We do have a vote for who they would like to host a podcast, Tony Stark and Robert Downey Jr. But again, I say, there's many similarities there. Is that just a conversation with himself being crazy?
But it's okay. And that came from Marsha McHale, by the way. But that's okay because one's a character, one's a real person.
Yeah.
True.
They're two separate things.
Amy Hoff just tweeted in Jesus Christ and Dean Winchester.
That's ridiculous.
You'll have to explain the connection later, Amy.
and amazing, though, at the same time.
It's awesome, yeah.
What about Ramsey? What about you? Who would you pick?
For my real person, I was thinking. No, I'll start with my fictional character, Draco Malfoy.
Nice.
Because I thought he'd make like a fun, almost like the right-wing Glenn Beck of the magical universe. I think he'd have a lot of opinions, and then I'd pair him up with Aziz Ansari. Just because I want to know what.
Draco! Hey, Draco!
I just want to know what that podcast would be, and I got half of it right there.
What about you, Jeff?
Me? So I will pair real-life TV host Kathy Lee Gifford with Harley Quinn.
Oh.
Interesting.
Because I
Would
think
Harley Quinn kill her at some
I was
point?
gonna say,
well, no, Harley will drive, I think, her absolutely bananas, Kathy, like off the wall. And then I think I would also like to see Harley, both Kathy Lee and their guests, like she can take her hammer and bonk them over the head repeatedly.
Ooh, then it should be Donkey Kong and Harley.
I think I have a fight with their hammers, yeah.
Plus, you said she'd drive them bananas.
I was thinking Mario from Donkey Kong, actually.
I shook my... Look, hold on a second. I immediately shook my head no after I said that, okay? That was not good. I shouldn't have said it. I realized that.
Yeah. It's not like we're live or anything. You're all good.
We'll just cut that out later.
Yeah, get rid of it in post.
Yeah.
I swear. Andy, did you give yours already?
No. I'm very much like Nicole and whoever tweeted in. I have one. Andy Dick is the celebrity. Do you count him as a celebrity?
He's got a recognizable name.
And a followed fan base.
That's true. Okay. Yes.
Yes.
And
Wow.
Matthew Brock.
And who?
Matthew Brock, which is his character from News Radio.
How funny.
I feel like my geek knowledge is so far removed from everyone else's at this, in this
I know
meeting.
what you're talking about.
No, don't pretend, Tanya. He's weird.
I'm sorry I don't know much about that stuff that he does, but it sounds really entertaining.
News Radio is great.
It was great. It was great.
So, Timekeeper Show says Kim Kardashian and River Tam.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
no, why
God.
did
That would
I
also
thought
be
that?
What
Well, you know
about
what?
River
That's
Tam and
so
Rivers Cuomo?
What?
And
No.
Anthony Davis says Mr. Rogers should have a podcast with Henry and Lloyd from Dumb and Dumber.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
That's so funny.
That'd be called
Oh.
Dumb and Sweater.
That makes up for your bananas joke.
Joke, let's be honest.
That's awesome. Me,
Tanya, what
similar.
about you?
I would go for my fictional character, Starbuck.
Ooh.
I know it's not a surprise.
No, it's great, though. Good call.
And then I would do Carrot Top.
Oh my gosh.
Does that translate to
why.
audio?
Because I'm pretty sure she'd throw him out of an airlock. Pretty sure.
Most
Molly might be the
people,
safer bet for that.
most people would probably throw him at an airlock, actually, to be honest.
And I feel like the viewership would be very large for that. I feel like that would be like a viral hit.
For one
We keep
episode.
making props that were like Cylon detectors, but they're really just toilet seats.
Yes.
Nice.
I agree with that.
It'd be an awesome special pay-per-view event.
It could be on HBO.
Of an airlock. 1995. All right. All right, cool. So that's everybody, right?
Yes.
It is, yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Keep tweeting, folks. Super Geeked Up at hashtag SGU. Hey, Nicole, let's
In the
talk.
fracking ship. Sorry.
Fiddlesticks.
Ah!
Nicole, let's find out some more from our guest here.
Yeah, today we have on two amazing co-hosts from Snap Impression Podcast.
Amazing, maybe a
We
little
have
bit of an over-exaggeration, but they're right.
Ouch.
Sorry, please continue, Nicole.
Hilariously funny, obviously. So we have Andrew Beckerman and Ramsey S. And they're joining us today and hanging out and geeking out with us.
Yeah.
Yay. Thanks for having us,
Welcome,
guys.
Yeah, thank you very
So
much.
do you guys want to tell us? Yeah, do you guys want to tell us a little bit? Well, tell everybody what your podcast is about, where people can listen to it. Go crazy for a second. My robot.
You are a robot.
Yeah.
You're a robot.
You
But
totally-
the gist is, tell people about the podcast and where they can watch.
Sure. Snap Impression is a game show where we invite contestants to do off-the-cuff impressions. That good, Ramsey?
Yeah, so they don't know what they're walking into. We'll give them different people to impersonate, or in a second round, they actually challenge each other to different impersonations as well.
Like
Nice.
Colonel Ty, like my great Colonel Ty you just heard.
That's awesome. We do some impressions
In the
of the show.
fracking ship.
Yeah, when we do impressions of this show, we're so amazing. It's just wow, it's just epic how good we
Yeah,
are.
give us like
The whole idea behind it is that, look, almost no one is going to be like great at these impressions, but if you commit and you have fun with it, then it's super fun for everyone.
yes.
That's the key.
It's really it.
And then at the end of each episode, we declare a winner and a not winner.
Because it hurts our hearts to choose people.
I was saying, are you trying to, like, soften the blow? Is that what? Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You're a robot, Tanya.
Oh, man. I'm a Cylon.
You're all your... She's a fracking toaster.
Tanya, your dream kit came true. You've always wanted to be a Cylon.
Thank you, universe. By the way, it was just a silly joke, so it's really not important for me to repeat, so people can keep going.
Wow.
Don't worry on that.
Can't be worse than that Bananas joke.
Oh,
Come on.
You're never going to get the end of it.
And in between the impression part, in between the game show stuff, Ramsey and I, it's kind of like a sketch show in the other parts of it. And we have wacky adventures, like the time that I cloned myself and my clone guest hosted the show.
Oh, that's exciting. How did that go?
Not well.
Not well. It somehow didn't it end in the apocalypse?
I believe that one did, yes.
Yes,
A few of them ended with everyone dying.
Yeah, that was one of them.
Coming up, we have our big Season 1 finale. Season 1 was arranged as like a big tournament, so you get to see different contestants go up against each other, and so we'll finally resolve that. But, little spoiler, there's a bunch of cliffhangers that'll happen at the end of Season 1.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I hope the clone comes back.
Me too.
Where can people check it out?
Oh, you can find the show at snapimpression.com, which is a Tumblr, and you can follow it, and you can subscribe. There's a link to subscribe to on iTunes. You can follow, as you can see at the bottom of my thing, at snapimpression on Twitter.
Cool.
Am I pointing to it?
You are
Yeah.
actually almost looking exactly. You're really good.
You should do the weather.
You really should.
And over here, there's the polar vortex.
Am I punching somebody if I do this?
Sort of.
Yeah, Tanya. You're punching Tanya.
Oh, he's punching you, according to me.
Yeah, according to me, Jeff's getting the fisticuffs.
Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. I didn't mean it. It was for science.
It's all good.
I should have tried to do this with my finger, Nicole. So the women look like.
This has got to be fun for the viewers, right?
Yeah. How exciting is this, folks? Particularly, you know who this is really exciting for? The people who are not watching the Hangout but are listening on iTunes and just don't even get the video.
Are Ramsey and I? Can we be touching fingers?
So to iTunes listeners, what's happening is people are trying to put their fingers in each other's ears and other orifices on the Hangout.
It's really funny, guys. Just listening.
It's the funniest thing you've ever heard.
Yeah. You can tell from the silence and concentration.
Our buddy Chris Hadley here tweets in that he's watching. He says, "Hey" to Andy and Ramsey.
Hi.
Hi.
All right. All right, cool. So let's. I guess we should do some news stuff. But you know, before we do that, before we do our super geeky news, let's take a awesome commercial break. So if you're watching the recorded version, you're gonna see a commercial right here. We'll see you back in a second.
Bye.
Welcome back from commercial break.
All right.
Hey.
Hey.
Hope you enjoyed that commercial for bananas. That's sold at your local grocery store. All right.
I'm not gonna live that one down, am I?
Never.
No.
And deservedly so. I'm just putting that in there.
All right, here's our super geeky news of the week. So this happened just after our show last week, and then a couple days ago, some more news. So one of the DC films coming up in 2016 is Suicide Squad, which is a bunch of all the villains together there in the DC universe. So the recent news, rumors are that Jared Leto will be playing the Joker in that series, and Margot Robbie is going to play Harley Quinn. So what do you guys... I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not really too familiar with Margot Robbie. It says she was in The Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, yeah. She played his mistress.
Yeah, I played the second wife.
Okay. Oh, the second wife. Oh, yeah, I know who she is now. Thank you. Yeah. But I think Jared Leto is a pretty freaking awesome choice for Joker.
Yeah.
I think he could rock that.
Is
What do you
Joker in a band in this movie?
Yes, the Suicide Squad is actually like a Partridge Family band.
Okay.
I love how you went Partridge.
30 minutes to Smilex.
The Partridge Family is amazing, Tanya. I don't know what your problem is with it.
It's a very current applicant
What?
reference.
Emma Stone. Do you guys remember that show? I think it was MTV, Finding the New Partridge Family, and Emma Stone was on it before she got famous.
Really?
You guys remember?
No.
Yeah, but her
Wow.
name was actually Emily Stone, but then her agent made her change her stage name to Emma. But if you go back, look up Partridge Family, Find the Next Part, she was on that, and I remember because she sang Alanis Morissette song or something on it. I remember that. So.
What?
Anyway, just thought I would throw that out there. Yeah.
That's weird.
Yep.
That's a tangent.
Have you guys seen Birdman?
No, but I've heard excellent things about it.
It's really good.
No.
That's it.
Okay.
All right, so what do the rest of you think about either of those casting possibilities?
I like the Jared Leto one for sure.
Yeah.
Wait, why does everyone like Jared Leto for this?
You can't. You don't see him as the Joker?
I don't. Especially, I realize Heath Ledger, maybe I'm thinking of him in this just because he died, and so I'm like, oh, of course. But, Jared Leto doesn't seem like he has the acting chops to play a lunatic like that.
I don't think
most people said that about Heath Ledger, too.
Yeah, that's true.
And then he rocked it. But here's the thing. I think really what you need to do is, Nicholson, you kind of just really got to almost, put those aside. Those were their own performances. They were amazing. And just
What if they
treat
put
them
Nicholson now in it?
That'd be amazing. But yeah, I think you really always got to go at this as a totally fresh take on the character and kind of try to forget the previous versions. And they were awesome.
Cesar
obviously.
Romero.
Yes, Cesar Romero was great, man, and for that series, that was great. That was a great Joker for the '60s series. There have been a lot of great Jokers, actually, when you think about it.
Luke Skywalker.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
Hamill. Hell yeah, dude. Oh my god.
Can't forget Hamill.
Amazing. Thank you for bringing him up.
Oh,
Amazing as
that's
a
all I do. I constantly bring up Mark Hamill.
I should hang around with you.
True.
I love talking about Mark Hamill.
Corvette Summer.
But yeah, I mean, I think Jared could do a good job. I mean, I think
You're on a first date basis with him.
I am. You know, we just hang out. Like, we're totally like this. So yeah. No, I think he'd do a good job. I mean, I think you're right, Jeff. I think you have to sort of. He's going to be compared to no matter what, just because he was the last person to do it in a movie. So, but I think he could do a good job. I mean, I agree. I don't know too much about Margot Robbie aside from what I saw in Wolf of Wall Street, so it's hard to say whether that casting is based on she's a great actress or whether she's just really hot. So that's.
Yeah, I hope it's more
We'll
than
find
not
out.
just. I hope it's not the super hot thing.
Hey guys, can I throw this at you?
What?
What about Michael Shannon as the Joker?
Wait, who's Michael Shannon?
He was Zod in the new Man of Steel.
Oh God, no.
No, but think about his character. Think about Van Alden from Boardwalk Empire.
I can only think of Zod, unfortunately, now that you said that.
Sorry.
Put Zod.
I did not enjoy that
Ramsey.
at all.
Ramsey, why would you poison the well?
I'm on Super Geeked Up. I tried to pick the geekiest role for him.
Yeah. I
But
wouldn't
no,
know
I'm
that's smart.
saying, think about his character Van Alden on Boardwalk Empire and how batshit nuts that dude is.
He is a great actor. It would be a very different take on it.
Mm-hmm. I'm feeling you, I'm feeling you coming towards me, Ramsey. Come on, buddy. Come into my camp.
So many jokes. All right.
So many comments not making.
Yes, yeah. All right. So Andrew S. Bowen on Twitter, who's actually been in some really awesome web series, he says when I tweeted out about what do you guys think of the Jared Leto and Margot Robbie thing, bitchin' was his response. So he approves.
Nice.
Timekeeper says the Suicide Squad will all make out with Batman.
Sounds like a theme.
Yeah.
We've already established that's like the thing number one to establish as a good villain is making out with Batman.
I gotta say, guys, I'm feeling real lonely over here.
Well, is that any different than your normal daily life?
Yeah.
Oh.
I somehow turned into the punching bag here. I don't know what happened.
I'm sorry, one bad joke and it all goes downhill.
Oh, what it is. Set yourself up.
Can I actually tell you guys a story about Mark Hamill?
Is he your uncle?
No, but I was going to tell. Well, I told Jeff and Tanya earlier this week that I got to go to this event last week that Andy Serkis was at, and he was talking about his role as Caesar and his role as Gollum and all this stuff, and then towards the end of the discussion, he was talking about Episode 7, Star Wars Episode 7, where he went to the read-through, and he's bored, and a lot of the original actors and the new ones, and Mark Hamill walked up to him and said, "Hi, Andy, I love your work, you're great," and he's like, "Oh, thank you so much. Who are you?" And he's like, "I'm Mark." He's like, "Yeah, but I mean, like, are you like a producer?" And he's like, "I'm Luke Skywalker." And it was like such a like embarrassing moment for him, and that like Mark Hamill never let him live it down. But you could actually probably watch his version of telling the story. You could probably find it online somewhere.
I gotta see that. I have to watch that now.
Yeah.
I'll find it. It was through the SAG Foundation, Screen Actors Guild, and they did this event, and you could actually hear him tell the story because it's so funny.
Just think that's called an apology to Mark Hamill.
That's the best embarrassing story ever.
Oh, man.
But it's so awesome, and you're like, okay, maybe,
I'm trying to, I don't know, I'm trying to make a comparison, like who else I could have, I don't know, it's such a...
I don't think there is another one. I honestly don't. I honestly feel the uncomfortable like flush like coming up my face, even like imagining myself in that situation of like, oh dear, oh that's horrible.
I know.
Brutal.
Okay, so Andrew, you seem great now compared to that, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm good. At least you know who he is.
Yeah, you would identify Mark Hamill if you saw him in person.
Right. That's the guy who played Han Solo, right?
Yes. And Princess Leia.
Exactly
And he was also in Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Right? Yep.
Yep. And Air Force One.
Yep.
And he, his most famous role, of course, regarding Henry.
Absolutely. Yep.
Right. Right. Very good, sir. I'm impressed.
You got IMDb over here.
So we have...
I am AB.
On Twitter, Marsha McHale says, for Ramsey, has anyone told you that you look like a combination of Tom Hiddleston and Benedict Cumberbatch? That is high praise, sir.
Wow.
Can you tweet that to my wife? Because that's awesome.
I can see that.
Those are like the two guys that girls get wet over the most on the gay girl, basically.
Guys, start making some gifts. Put me all over Tumblr. I'm ready.
Well, do you dance as much as those two in random places? Because
Does Cumberbatch dance too? I know Hiddleston does.
He's got a few clips of him doing like little funky dance moves or walks and stuff. You just gotta find them. They're there.
Yes, I do, but not well at all.
Well, they aren't well. I don't
Okay,
think they're
then
well. I
I'm
think Tom
good.
Hiddleston dancing as well, but you know. Underground Badger is in regards to Margot Robbie casting. He's saying that he is guessing she was cast for her looks because Krista Bell would be a better choice
Ooh.
for Harley Quinn.
Oh, that's nice. That's a good call.
Yeah, I agree.
Anthony Davis wants to know on Twitter, can anybody do a good, since talking about impressions, a Christopher Walken impression?
We can. Everyone at this point can do like a mediocre one, right?
I could do Kevin Spacey's version of a Christopher Walken.
Do it.
Oh, just the one that everybody does. Now I'm totally on the spot.
Wait, do you mean Kevin Spacey or Kevin Pollak?
Oh, I meant Kevin Pollak. Well, don't they both do it?
You're thinking of Jay Moore versus Kevin Pollak, right? Didn't Jay Moore steal Kevin Pollak's Christopher Walken?
That might be right. Levels of impressions.
Well, no. Kevin Spacey just did a segment with Jimmy Fallon about.
I think I could do the impression very well. Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry.
Oh, can you do him, Christopher Walken, saying a line from House of Cards?
Whoa, what's a line from House of Cards? My plan is coming together now. I looked directly at the camera for that. I don't know if that right.
No, that was amazing.
Okay. That's good.
Yes, well done, sir. Well done.
Take that Cumberbatch.
Got nothing on you.
Yeah.
Nothing.
All right, Tanya, I think it's game time.
It is. We're doing character cage match, where we pit where we pit characters against each other and defend why they would win in a cage match. That was kind of Christopher Walken-ish. That just kind of came out. We're doing it a little bit different this time. We have a big bucket. Is it a bucket? A dish? A bag?
It's a Twizzlers container that I've turned into a bucket.
Where's the Twizzlers?
We have a Twizzlers container full of characters.
I ate them. This is 5 years ago, man. You don't want any Twizzlers that were left over in this. But he's like, yeah, I will, actually.
Mail that
So what we're doing is we're picking characters out of the Twizzler container, which I feel is something we need to decorate when we're all together. Maybe that's a project for Nicole and I. We can
Yes.
we can do
I
that
like
at some
how
point.
I did not get included in that. Maybe because you're saying I have no artistic skill whatsoever. That is true, actually.
No, she's saying because girls like crafts. That's why.
Yeah. Do you
What
know
are
how sparkly that thing will be by the time we're done?
Glitter and unicorns and rainbows. I've been wanting to put rainbows on something. This is great.
I think Ramsey and Andrew are totally passing notes to each other through their Google Hangout or something. That's
I think
quite
they
impressive.
are. It's actually
just-
really impressive.
I was just picking. I was picking out of the bucket.
Oh,
nice.
that's amazing. Look at this technology.
They're like magic.
Wow.
Anyway,
Once
we are
again,
picking characters from the bucket. So Jeff basically has all the characters, so we don't even know what's in there. So this is like, there's no way that we're prepared for this in any way, shape,
It's
or form.
exciting. Usually we come up with them, and I'm sorry, Nicole, what?
I was saying, well, you created it for the live Super Geeked Up at Albany Comic Con, right?
Yeah, so when we do, we've been doing this show at festivals and cons, like when we do it in front of an actual audience, and what we do there is we get them to write, everybody in the audience writes down a character, and then we put them in here, and then we draw them, and then that's how we have to argue them. So I was just at Albany Comic Con Sunday, and we did it there. It was awesome. It was a packed house, standing room only. Thank you, anybody who's watching. Thank you guys for coming out. So anyway, I'm going to use the ones that we didn't use during that show because we had a ton of them. So these are from Albany Comic Con. These are real ones people wrote. I don't even know what's in here either. All right. So we're going to do a couple rounds probably this. We're going to split in the teams. I'll be the first judge, so I won't participate in this one. So the teams will be Andrew and Nicole will be team 1.
Yay!
And Ramsey and Tanya will be the other team. All right.
You guys are going down.
Yeah.
I really hope Clock King is in here.
Yeah.
You can totally defend that one. I'm like, he keeps time.
Yeah, I have. You heard my one argument earlier.
All right, so here we go. I'm going to reach. This is going to be for Andrew and Nicole, this one, all right?
Okay.
Here we go. Here it is. Oh, it's exciting. What's it going to be? Groot
Yeah.
from Guardians of the Galaxy.
All right.
All right. You familiar enough with Groot, Andrew?
I am Groot.
Very good. Very good.
I am Groot.
All right.
I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot.
I am choosing another one now for Tanya and Ramsey. Okay. Oh, you got Bucky Barnes / Winter Soldier.
All right.
Whoa.
Oh, I
Tanya looks scared, actually. You
don't know enough about it.
I got you.
Well,
I got you.
Ramsey's good. Ramsey's good.
You got me on this one? Okay, good.
Got it.
Ramsey's confident.
I feel as though I can use I feel he's very confident, and I feel that's better for our team right now.
Okay.
It doesn't matter how confident, we've already won.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, so here we go.
Winter Soldier against a tree.
Okay, wait.
Okay,
We
but
haven't
first of all,
started yet. We haven't started yet. Hang on. Settle down, folks. I appreciate your enthusiasm. So each team will get to make their arguments. Then we'll have some rebuttals, and then probably things will go fucking berserk with people arguing. And then I'll make a decision, but also Twitter. Feel free to tweet in folks who you think is making the better arguments as well. I would take that under consideration.
Quick clarifying
Or we may
question.
just ignore it. So, all right.
Are we arguing who would win in a fight, or just who is better?
You're arguing if these two characters were in a battle, why your character would win the battle.
Got it.
All right. So we're
Wait, can I ask you a question? Is it
Yes.
is it only one battle?
Yeah. Yes. I don't. But whatever. You can do whatever you want, pretty much. To be honest with you, these are pretty loose rules. All right. So we are going to start with Groot.
Speaking of loose rules, I'm done. Go on.
What? Okay. Why would Groot win, Nicole and Andrew?
do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first and then you can
Yeah,
back?
you go first, and then I'll bat clean up.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he'll clean up. Okay. Well, first of all, Groot is really loyal, and not that that really matters in a fight, but he's really tall, and his leg could like stomp on you. And he's really actually pretty smart. Even though he doesn't say a lot, he's still really smart, so he can have like a strategy and take you down.
First of all, if I was Groot fighting the Winter Soldier, I just rip his bionic arm off. And this is why Groot will win, because you can't kill Groot. The Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes, Bucky, he would have to destroy every little piece of Groot, every splinter, because Groot can always grow back from something.
Regenerate, yeah.
I'm sorry. I know Bucky Barnes is a cyborg, but he's not. If you rip his head off, he's not growing back from that. Unless you're gonna like put his head in a jar, Futurama style, or you turn him into a MODOK or something.
Or like Lollipop Chainsaw style. Like
Wait, what's that?
Always go back to that.
It's a video game about a high school cheerleader who is a zombie hunter, and her boyfriend gets sick. So in order to save him, she chops off his head and keeps it with her so that she can control zombies that don't have a head.
Oh, that sounds fun.
All right, does that conclude your guys' Groot argument for right now?
Nicole, do you have anything else on him that you could think? Here's a question. Can Groot call in favors? Because he could just call the Guardians.
Yes.
Well, you better watch it with that. You better watch it with that, though. Then we may be getting other people involved on the other side too. So.
Oh, I don't think so.
I was going to say, you really want to do that right now?
All right, hang on. Save your rebuttal. Save your rebuttal.
Go ahead. Who are the Winter Soldier's friends? I want to know. Who are the Winter Soldier's friends?
Hang on. You'll get a chance to make a rebuttal. I also enjoyed your MODOK reference, by the way. Very good.
Thank you, Jeff.
So now let's go to Winter Soldier, Ramsey.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, Buchanan Bucky Barnes, he was in the Invaders, he fought Adolf Hitler, and guess what? When he died in the 1940s, he showed back up in modern day. You can't keep him down. If Groot has to be destroyed piece by piece, then Bucky also has to have the same thing, because you rip off his arm, the Russians are going to give him a new one. He's been trained as a soldier. He is now currently, spoiler alert, guardian of the entire universe, taking the place of Nick Fury. Bucky is a tough customer and a lot harder.
Tough customer.
Oh boy.
He's a real tough cookie.
You know it. Oh fiddlesticks. You're in for a world of hurt if you mess up with Bucky here. And if we want to talk friends, he's got the Black Widow, he's got the rest of the Avengers, he's got all kinds of Avengers on his side.
I was going to say, friends. I mean, really, Avengers. Give me a break.
Right?
I'm also going to say, in the whole, Groot's really tall thing, now, forgive me if I'm wrong, but can't you, the bigger you are, the harder you fall? Is that not a thing? Is that not like a common phrase? So, if we knock you down, it's just that much harder for you to get back up because you're huge. And, I mean, I don't know much about Groot and his, chemical composition and biological composition, but if he's wood, I'm pretty sure that means he can set on fire. And we have a bionic arm. I'm sure we could do that. I'm sure that's possible. You can't recover.
Any rebuttals, Groot?
To the whole thing, you're tall, then you're gonna fall down or whatever. He's a tree, so his plants firmly rooted into the ground, so you could be punching. He's not gonna fall down. So you can just keep punching or whatever you're gonna do, and then you're gonna wear yourself out.
Yeah, how many of those Ents fell down to Lord of the Rings? 0.
I don't know. I mean, the reason why they went to war is because they were getting burnt down and destroyed. I mean, so they obviously are not indestructible. So I think being a wooden thing, you can still be used as kindling.
If we're going wood versus a vibranium arm, I'm going to go vibranium because I don't mess with Wakanda.
First of all, he's going to rip off
Wakanda's
your arm.
done for, buddy.
Doesn't mean their vibranium's no good. But they might. They're fine.
But I'm saying that we've already ripped his arm off. Groot has already torn his arm straight out of the flesh. The rest of him's flesh.
And so then you're gonna be putting your head against the tree, and then you're just gonna wear yourself.
But he's so big. He's not gonna have the manual dexterity to around him. He's gonna be like, whoa. We're like, oh, Deke, ah.
And who's got better hair?
You can't catch him. Better hair.
Those are amazing dodging moves you just did, Tanya.
I know, right? I'm like a ninja.
Exactly what I think when I think of you. All right.
I want to say this. Who has a better name? If you're going to say who has better hair, sure, Bucky.
Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier.
I believe it said Winter Soldier on the sheet.
But who has a better name? A Groot.
Winter Soldier is.
All right. Here we go. So that will end this debate, folks.
Groot has the word root in it.
I can't argue against that point.
What am I, Mike Kaplan?
Before I make a decision on Twitter, Timekeeper said in response to, I think, how Groot tearing the head off, Timekeeper says he's not growing back from that. Nice. And Mark's Pile says, I vote for Groot. He is Hulk meets Swamp Thing. Sorry, Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
A lot of support for, let's see. Yeah, a lot of support for Groot on Twitter here. But Anthony,
support for Winter Soldier.
Oh, there is. You're right. Now I see it. Underground Bodger says, how could Bucky possibly lose? All he needs is a few termites. Then he plays the waiting game where he just uses the beaver.
He's just not going to have any of those things. Those are in his personal arsenal that he carries with him. Come on.
You never know.
Or you don't know. They're feisty.
You don't know what stuff he's got.
They recruited beavers during the World War II to fight the Nazis.
That's right.
Timekeeper is saying is flammable, says Tanya. See Lord of the Rings. See, I'm even referencing my cross-referencing, so people are getting it.
And unlike Andrew, Anthony Davis actually thinks Bucky Barnes is a great name. I don't think that's a great name, but I do think Winter Soldier is an amazing name and way better than Groot.
Maybe he's a fan of Buckminster Fuller. This guy.
I don't know what you're talking about, but
Buckminster Fuller, the architect who created the geodesic dome.
Oh, of course.
His Bucky. Buckminster.
I'm sure that's it. All right, here we go. I'm going to make a decision. So both will argued, both teams. Well done. I can actually imagine this would actually be quite the epic battle, as you guys described it. So it's a tough call, but I'm building the tension. I'm going to have to go with Winter Soldier.
That's lame. That's lame.
You chose my
ring.
You need to see Guardians of the Galaxy again, Jeff.
I saw Guardians of the Galaxy a long time ago. Nicole,
Again, you need to see it again. Please, to remind yourself of how amazing Groot is.
Yeah, or read Guardians of the Galaxy by Brian Michael Bendis, or Rocket Raccoon.
Or I could also read all the Captain America Winter Soldier stuff.
There you go.
Exactly.
Boom.
Winter Soldier is actually being written by a really cool dude, Alish Khan. That guy is awesome.
Nice. All right. So that, I don't know. Should we do one more or no?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do one last character cage match.
Just to see if you want to.
I will participate this time, but I'll have to draw them because they're here. Tanya or Nicole, who wants to judge?
I'll judge. Oh, Tanya.
You want to judge? Okay, Nicole, you judge. Nicole, judge.
Okay.
All right. Tanya's judging. She said it first. All right. So what are the teams?
Okay, so let's do Jeff, you with Andrew, and Nicole with Ramsey.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Andrew, we're gonna get redemption. Here we go.
Go Team Black Frame
It's
Glasses.
my favorite kind of redemption.
Can I switch teams?
Too late.
I did that on purpose.
So this one is for me that I just drew at Andrew. All right. Oh, Ripley from Alien. That ain't bad.
Not believe it or not.
You can't switch teams.
God. All right. Here's one for Ramsey and Nicole. Thor.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. I know we've already.
We're in trouble. All right, well, we can do it.
I've got an idea. Jeff, I got an idea.
All right. Well, why don't you kick us off, sir, and I'll chip in when.
Look, obviously Ripley's outmatched. All right, she's fighting Thor. There's one way I can think of to defeat Thor, which is throw a face hugger onto his face that then puts an alien egg into his stomach.
That's
right?
really smart, actually. Yeah, keep going, man. Keep going.
And then wait for the alien to burst out. There's also another way. If she can somehow make Thor unworthy of holding the hammer by, like, whispering something into his ear.
Whispering sweet nothings into his ear.
I don't know. You still don't know what Nick Fury whispered, so...
I'm getting shit from people, by the way, that I didn't choose Groot on Twitter, just as a secret.
Yeah, good. Thank you, everyone on Twitter.
Hey, you're on my team now. You're on my team now, buddy. Let's get together. All right?
Hey, Jeff, don't go bananas, all right?
So, yeah, let's bring Donkey Kong into this battle.
Smash Brothers rules.
All right. Yes, nice job, sir.
Okay, so Jeff, do you have anything to add to the Ripley defense?
All right, so Ripley, the alien thing was very, very smart. So well done, Andrew. I got to ask a question here. Can Thor fly in space?
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn it. God damn that fucking Thor.
Can he, or is that only Beta Ray Bill?
I believe they both can.
Okay,
Yes,
so
we'll say that Thor can fly in space.
Oh, sure, of course you will, because now I can't make my argument.
Yes, he can fly in space, but you can't hear him scream in space.
This is true.
That's true.
You also can't. Never mind.
What were you gonna say, Tanya?
Have sex.
No.
Are you gonna do a hashtag? Yeah.
I wasn't gonna do it.
Yes, you were.
What were you gonna say? I need to hear it now. What is it?
I would say it was going to be related to space sex, and you can't hear that anyway. I'm not.
Well, if you're one of Thor's villains, you will make out with Thor in space.
They'll make out, there'll be space sex, they'll be screaming, and no one can hear you scream in space. Hashtag space sex.
Ramsey has a lot of slash fic between Thor and Joker.
Yeah. My favorite pairing.
Okay, is that all your argument for Ripley?
Yeah, I'll go with Thor.
Wait, Jeff, you didn't give yours.
I gotta do a rebuttal. I gotta do a rebuttal, man. I got shit.
Let's move on to Thor.
I'll come back in a second. Let me see what they're gonna say.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna take Jeff's, and while the face hugger is on Thor's face, Ripley has milked another alien for the acid, and it has the acid in a big Erlenmeyer flask, and she dumps it on Thor.
Wait, all right. Let me add this now. So yes, thank you, sir. So yes, that's right. So Ripley is always going against these horrible alien creatures, right? And there's tons of them. So if Thor shows up, all these aliens will be attacking him. And guess what else? Aliens and predators, for some reason, always have battles with each other, according to recent movies of the late 21st century. Or 20th century, sorry. So all of these predators and aliens will be together, and then they're going to turn on Thor all at once. And Thor is tough, but he cannot withstand the onslaught of a whole army of predators and aliens together.
Good work, Jeff.
Thank you.
I kind of just like your argument for no reason. I mean, it's just funny. So I kind of just don't even want to do it.
Whoa! All right.
No, but I will.
Oh, man.
I just thought it was so creative. But you go first and all that. Because I was just going to be like, well, he has the hammer, and it's like, and then you're gone, so.
Well, there's a couple plans of attack here. So Thor grabs his hammer, and then he flies that through a ship, creating a vacuum into space. That would end it pretty quickly. But you guys are banking on Ripley being able to control the aliens. Several movies proving that she is unable to do that.
What about when she had the fetus in her?
Okay, I'll give you that one. But there's also Thor's not going back to save a cat, so he has a little bit more battle acumen as well.
Well, actually, I think Thor is pretty a dumb fucking dude, to be honest with you.
Verily.
as the heroes go, he's not totally up here in the head and the brains. He's no Tony Stark, okay? He's like, oh, Dad, I'm so freaking petulant, and I want to just kick people's ass, and who cares about being a good king?
Is that a guy you want to mess with?
No, but he's not a good strategist. That's his problem. He's all brawn. He needs to be. Ripley knows strategy. Also, even though she can't control them, I'm not banking on that. I think they're just going to attack him because whatever. He's a freaking big dude, and he's there, and they're going to attack anybody who's there. That's not them, right?
But how do you know that Ripley's actually going to get it onto his face? Like, how can she control this so that's on? Because he can't.
Well, first she'll probably get it on with him because he's a freaking man slut.
Okay.
And then when she's having sex with him, she'll stick it on his face.
This doesn't sound very cage match.
Here's another thing. Can I throw this in here? If Ripley is killed somehow by Thor, there's just a clone of her waiting.
Aha!
But through Civil War, there was a clone of Thor
She
as
jumped
well.
into a... What's that?
In the Civil War, there was a clone of Thor as well.
Oh, you mean Ragnarok?
Yes, I do. That is who I mean.
And he's destroyed now, right? We're talking about current content.
All right, let me share a few tweets here.
How nerdy do you want us to get?
Rachel Jack. Hang on. Rachel Jack says, "Ooh, Thor with alien baby bursting out of chest." Okay, so she's grossed out by that. Amy Hoff says Ripley because she was told Sigourney was similar to her, and she could kick Thor's ass. She grew up in Valhalla. Thank you.
Anthony Listermate is saying that Thor can fly in space, but only with his hammer. So he has to have his hammer to be able to fly.
He's gonna have it. He has it.
Drop that. He's gonna have it.
Yeah. Does Thor have Yarnborn or does he have Mjolnir?
Mjolnir. We're going classic.
Yeah.
Thor.
What's the other one?
Yeah. What's the other one?
Is that something you just made up?
No, look, during Original Sin, this is why I asked how nerdy you want to get. During Original Sin, he lost the ability to use his hammer, and so now he has a giant magical axe called Yarnborn.
Oh, that's lame. Okay.
Hey, did you guys hear when you said Ripley and I said believe it or not? That was pretty good.
Wait, when I said that or you said that?
Did you say that too?
Yeah, I said that too.
Yay! You were probably roboting when I heard that.
Do we have any
believe it or
against
not,
each other at the moment?
I think. Well, we probably should make a decision now, Tanya. I would say. Okay. I will say though, I'm proud of Andrews and I that we took a horrible underdog and we made, I think, a fine argument.
I won't dispute that.
Yeah. Maybe they could just both win. They could be like equals.
No.
Nicole, you're supposed to go for blood on this. You're very nice though. That's nice.
No. So here's the thing. I mean, obviously, I'm obviously a huge Ripley fan because she just kicks ass. Like that's just a general note. So I'm just gonna add that as an asterisk that I just love Ripley. She's an awesome person.
I don't like that as a
Here's why Thor is going to win. It has actually nothing to do with any of your arguments. His long flowing locks.
Oh, get the fuck out of here! Just because you want to have space sex with him, that was your whole determination.
I feel like I've lost twice. You should have won.
You have.
Well, okay, I haven't lost twice.
Thanks to Tanya's vagina. You won.
Good choice, Tanya. My former teammate.
I will say, Timekeeper Show says, sex as a battle tactic, this needs to be more commonplace. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Guardians 2, instead of singing to the villain.
Right.
Yeah,
Dude, you know how many-
that shit.
Wonder Woman would never lose, man, if she used sex as a battle tactic.
That's true. So true.
I think we all want to see Chris Pratt and Thanos, do it.
Yeah, let's see what that Infinity Gauntlet can really do.
Ramsey, what might that sound like?
I was trying to get back into Christopher Walken and it did not work.
All right, so
well done, guys.
there you go.
Well done.
That'll wrap up Character Cage match. Very good job, everybody. Well, thank you, Albany Comic Con attendees for providing those awesome characters. All right, so we're going to wrap it up tonight. Let's Snap Impressions podcast. Once again, guys, tell people where they can listen to that online.
Snapimpression.com. You can find it on iTunes and on Twitter at Snapimpression.
Woo!
Yeah! was that like a train horn you just sounded?
Yeah, that was my impression of a train.
Oh.
My
Excellent.
snap impression.
What would it be like Christopher Walken ringing a train?
Where?
Amazing. Okay, so and we thank you guys so much for being on. You're great. Thank you for being so much fun.
Thanks for having us. This was super
Thank you for everybody. Yeah. Thank you for everybody who watched live. As always, who tweeted in. We love you guys. We are at Super Geeked Up on Twitter. Just tweet us there. And of course, SKU Web Series, where we're at on YouTube. It's a channel you're watching this very minute. Please join us every week. Guys, what we like to do is as we end our show, we're going to have everybody say in unison, Super Geeked Up. Okay?
Okay.
I get behind that.
Walken. I think we should do it all as Christopher Walken.
Okay, sounds good. Super. So when I point at the screen here, I'm going to do my last thing. We're all going to do it as Christopher Walken.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, so we'll be back next week, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. As always, thank you guys for watching. Until then, stay
super.
See you next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.